A very warm welcome into the Brixton Recreation Centre. It's the Hoopsfix Pro-Am Summer League. It's week 3 and the men's games are about to get underway. CMBC taking on Team Jet. My name is Darren Paul and alongside me, London Lions head coach Kyler Nelson for what's going to be a fantastic bit of action and immediately going upstairs.
Can't ask for a better start than that.
James Claar wasting no time, and Victor Olarerin puts it down for 2.
Yeah, CMBC are not taking their time getting into this game. They are bringing pace, aggressiveness defensively.
AJ Roberts on the outside. This is Team Jet's first basket. And he puts it up over the defense of Toto Fagbenle.
I love that all 3 field goals right now have been right up and around the rim. High percentage looks. And a vet in AJ Roberts right there.
Olarerin on the outside with Luke Busumbru. Busumbru opens up from 3, just off the mark. Good rebound, take it in by Abiodun. Peter Asante. In the corner. Adedo. It took 2 bounces, trickled out on him. That's Ebuka. Step back. Into the hands of Peter Asante.
As soon as I say they're getting high percentage looks around the room, everyone wants to start shooting threes. Let's see which team gets what first from the perimeter.
There's plenty of 3-point shooting out here. Abiodun looking to go back inside. That's more like it. It's 4-4.
Great use of his body to create contact, get the bump and finish away and high against the defender.
James Claar gets this spot. Oh, tried to bounce past to the cutting Toto Fagbenle. Luke Busumbru going inside. Good for 2. He's going to go to line. Let's try and add one more.
Again, lovely body control there to absorb contact and finish in the air. Had a great season this year with Essex Rebels. My apologies. He's been a few places over the last few years to keep track of, but a great guard in that league for sure.
Yeah, another one of these guys you're going to hear me say things like storied career as that goes down. It's been all over the place, including a spell as a footballer in his earlier days, playing in my beloved home nation, home league of the Cymru Premier with Airbus. And taking flight, will be Ebuka.
No flight there. Everyone's disappointed in the crowd for that one, but an easy 2. Going back to playing football though, I do think as young kids should play multiple sports. It translates really well for different movements and understandings of how you can use your body.
Absolutely agree, as there's a foul called on red 8. That would be Ebuka picking up his first foul of the day.
First stop really in this game so far. It's been up and down most of the time. Refs have let them play.
1 foul apiece. It was Dre Brown picked up the foul on the other end. Oh, nets it from outside. AJ Roberts.
Way too much time and space for him. Looking too comfortable in that shot.
As AJ Roberts steals it away again. Damarni Velinor elevates and executes.
I do think the winner of this game will be whoever can keep control of the ball better.
Oh, what a pass from Luke Busumbru, the finish, James Claar. Drove the lane, a great pass around the defender and drew the foul on the make from Abiodun.
Great job by Luke there, attacking quickly and early in their possession. And as I said, it's all about who can limit turnovers, have good control of the ball, because each team will jeopardize each other on fast break opportunities if easy turnovers happen.
James Claar with a favourable roll there. As Ebuka tried to steal it from AJ Roberts. Long 3, Damarni Velinor. You're going to hear this a lot. Look good out the hands. Just off the mark to the right.
Trying to get a look up early to find some sort of rhythm.
12 plays 9. Ekwegh puts it up into the hands of Roberts, who hands off to Dre Brown. Dre Brown it is, wearing 1 for Team Jet. Abiodun trying to battle his way inside. It's good for 2 more.
I thought that was pretty good defense, but even better offense there. Just really poised inside that paint for the finish over the top.
12 plays 11. Ebuka Ekwegh with James Claar. Just short on his 3. Again, that guy's able to do a little bit of everything. As Velinor. Oh my, what a finish. Talking about body control.
Yeah, lovely finish there and able to sprint back.
AJ Roberts picks that pass intended for Olarerin. It's Damarni Velinor trying to manufacture the foul there, I think.
Yeah, relied too much on trying to go into that defender to create contact instead of reading the space in front of him.
Substitutions. Checking in, Marcus Delpeche. And Nsangu replacing Fagbenle and Claar.
Yeah, we got some deep benches this year in the Pro-Am, especially.
Carey just off the mark. Everybody knows how dangerous Kyle is from outside. Got super hot in game 1 of or week 1. As that's a good rejection by Nsangu. That's Busumbru. Oh, with the smooth move, good finish.
Yeah, looking like Rondo out there with the fake pass. Great handles, even better finish for CMBC. I like the actions both teams are trying to run. It's really structured basketball.
As Delpeche picks up the loose ball. Tries to find Carey. Back inside to Delpeche. Battling away, lefty finish is good for 2.
Nice job rewarding himself after all that hustle. Getting an easy 2 around that rim.
Velinor picked up by Busumbru. Foul called on 12. That's Adedo's second personal foul.
Yeah, those calls are tough.
A timeout has been taken by Team Jet. Things have started to slip away from them in the last couple of minutes, so I think the right call to take a break, talk things over.
Yeah, definitely. Having this little pause will hopefully slow down the offensive threats that CMBC are currently having and able to execute better in the half court for Team Jet.
Is there any particular change you'd want to see Team Jet try and make?
They have to reduce CMBC's fast break opportunities. Right now have 11 points from transition, which is really what's killing them. And the percentages of their shots are pretty high at the moment. They have to force more tough contested one-on-one looks rather than allowing them to have multiple actions and movements before they get a shot off.
So the two sides return to the floor. The score is 18-13 in favour of CMBC.
Definitely not worried about Team Jet's ability to score the ball though. Look at this 5 on the floor right now. They've got multiple threats on all 3 levels.
As they go direct to Delpeche underneath. Abiodun meets him. Delpeche using that length, that range to put it home.
His bread and butter right there in and around the rim. I just love the patience he has to be able to time his finish.
Joshua Mendes getting ready to check into the game. It's Drew Brown taking it direct. Good finish.
Good use of his steps there and bringing the ball up and over the defenders. Lovely move.
Juan Manning into the game for the first time for CMBC. 3 ball is up, but a foul on the floor already called on Delpeche.
Yeah, another moving screen offensively here. I think it's tough because more times now in this position as basketball, these screeners want to slip out or move out of it faster, especially when defenders want to switch, but you have to be careful about moving too quick after setting that ball screen.
Velinor be picked up by Manning as AJ Roberts cutting underneath. That's great work inside from Josh Apple for two.
Yeah, still pretty young in his career, but been in a lot of places around the world, shown his quality.
3 ball off to the left from Kyron Martin as bodies hit the floor. So the holding foul called on Josh Apple. 10 seconds to work with. Juan Manning, knowing the clock doesn't stop. 2 seconds. Carey takes a peek at the clock, puts it up. No good on the 3. And at the end of the first period, got a little bit scrappy there in the final 30 seconds. CMBC lead the way 20-17 over Team Jet. Kyler Nelson, talk to us about what we've just seen.
Really competitive start by both teams with a lot of talent. I've enjoyed in the half court, actually both teams seem to be creating actions and spreading the floor and having some nice movement, considering they don't all play together throughout the year. Biggest thing, as I said, CMBC had 11 fast break points and 18 of their points are in the paint. Right there, they're 0 for 6 from the 3-point line, so can Team Jet force them to have more contested jump shots rather than get inside the paint. On the other side, Team Jet have done a really good job coming back and had a scoring run of 5 to finish that quarter right there. And it's all about controlling tempo, not turning the ball over for Team CMBC to be able to get easy looks in transition and finding the right guys to make plays.
Yeah, it's interesting that they're struggling from outside right now. I mean, you've got Carey just right in front of us on the floor right now. He is a lights-out shooter. Victor Olarerin, Juan Manning, they can both hit from outside. So I expect that to come as well. And you know, if Team Jet can try and lock down the paint a little bit more. I mean, we know that a lot of those early baskets were on those terms, like you say, 11 off transition, and just being hyper aggressive.
Absolutely, and Team Jet are yet to get a 3-point, just 1 for 4 right now in the game.
Damarni Velinor gets us back underway. Kicked it to the top. Apple, great move to get inside, not able to get the finish. And it's going to stay with Team Jet.
Lovely footwork there. I do believe you play the right way, you get rewarded for it eventually. They get a second chance there from Josh's aggressiveness on that play.
AJ Roberts against Apple. Velinor inside to Apple, trying to go to work on Toto. Fagbenle twists one way, goes the other, and it's going to stay with Team Jet.
This is exactly what they need. Multiple opportunities to get good looks, and it stops Team CMBC having so many possessions on the offensive end.
Velinor goes up for the long 2, puts down the long 2.
So smooth, great job on that dribble to be able to stop and pop like that.
CMBC, I think this is their first trip up the floor. 3 ball, just a little bit wide from Martin.
I think Team Jet would be happy with that possession and what CMBC settles for.
Velinor, just off the mark from the elbow. As Roberts is going to pick that pass from his former teammate Carey. Roberts going inside. Trying to get fancy with the finish, and it's Toto Fagbenle. Gives it to Delpeche. He can finish. Back outside with Martin. Steps around. 3 balls on the way. Somehow stays out. Delpeche keeps it alive, but only as far as Dre Brown. As Velinor step back to 3 ball. Into the hands of Toto Fagbenle.
Yeah, that's a tough one. If it goes in, everyone loves it, but no threats to go get that offensive rebound, so a tough one for Team Jet.
Carey kicks it to Delpeche. AJ Roberts once again. Goes to his right, kicks it to Apple. Looked good out of the hands, but it's into the hands of Kyron Martin.
Yeah, neither team found their rhythm from the perimeter yet.
Oh, Delpeche had that swatted away. Trey Brown challenges Fagbenle and scores on him.
Much better defense from Team Black in the inside right now.
Juan Manning. Still Manning. Goes inside. Delpeche. Great defense from Mendes. Kicks out to the top. Now Carey still can't open his account from outside. Gets it back inside. So foul on the floor. Oh. Somebody just got a bit of a warning. So, AJ Roberts with the push, and Team Jet, actually both sides, are getting a little bit chippy.
Yeah, they are. Lots of physicality, a lot of hustle there. CMBC to get multiple possessions.
The shoot 8's battling away. That was always going to end with a foul. The Sayles picking up his first foul. Three ball. Oh, it's good from James Claar.
Nice. Three ball there. Just to calm this quarter down. Keep CMBC on top. Made sure to hold that follow through on that one.
Three ball from Velinor. Oh, it goes.
Shooter's touch. Nice and dead on the back of the rim to roll in.
And he tries to pick the pocket of Olarerin. Olarerin, no. Drives, kicks. Another kick, three ball. Juan Manning, it stays out. Claar does a great job keeping it alive, banks it home.
Really good job by Claar there. We've seen him just hit a three. Now hustle to get on the O-boards and finish.
He always performs for his club, but my word, does he come alive at the Hoopsfix Pro-Am Summer League. Without fail. Shots up from the mid-range, was just off the mark from the Sayles. Trey Brown picking up his second personal. (25-24), CMBC up by one. Screen set by Toto Fagbenle. The 2-8, really physical battle, won by Team Jet that time. Got a little bit lucky there, off the foot of Trey Brown.
CMBC
Velinor
going away from moving the ball, a lot of dribbling, and Team Jet just swarmed them.
Outside with Velinor. Just short, it was a long way out. Olarerin, Juan Manning, these two, such good chemistry. Kicked it over to Ebuka Ekwegh, who sinks the triple.
That's a great skip pass there in the break. Help side is really deep inside the key. Way to knock it down.
Tega Agbede is going to check in next time for Jet. Velinor. Still Velinor. Challenging Juan Manning. Fouled. Fouled by Juan Manning.
Did a really good job there, finding his gaps, using his footwork to get through. Create some contact.
So he's going to go to the line, Damarni Velinor, for a 1-for-2. We've not even explained how it all works. I'm sure you're up to speed by now. The clock doesn't stop, and you shoot one free throw for the value that you were fouled as you were shooting. And it goes down. The 1 for 2 is good.
Puts a lot of pressure on that free throw shooter. We saw it in the women's game earlier. Struggled a little bit from the line.
Busumbru battling away, and a foul on the floor. Holding Sayles. He's bringing heaps of physicality today, Kyla.
Oh, he is. They all are. And I think these refs are just trying to keep control of that, not let it get too chippy. So when they see it be over physical, they're calling it straight away right now.
Ebuka Ekwegh. Still Ekwegh. Tries to bank it home. Olarerin. Bounce past to Nsangu. Nsangu rejected by Mendes.
Good job by Mendes, keeping that clean and getting a touch on the ball.
Roberts, beautiful disguised pass. Couldn't go that time from Agbede.
Not sure he needed that extra dribble before going up there.
Busumbru found Olarerin, and Olarerin finds the 3.
Very quick release there, but if you're his defender, you can't help off that strong side. You're one pass away, you can't be that deep with a shooter like that.
Roberts going up against Olarerin. Olarerin wins the battle. Stays with Team Jet. 31-26. Starting to really heat up here in the Brixton Recreation Centre. If you want to be part of it, semi-finals next week, finals the week after. As the 3 ball is off the mark from Mendes. Sayles did a great job gathering that back in. Roberts forced the long way round. Low off the backboard, fouled, going to go to line 1 for 2.
More times than not, when the ball is in AJ Roberts' hands, good things happen. He's able to create for himself and his teammates.
Yeah,
a big threat offensively.
Oh, massively so, and has been for so long. I mean, you refer to him as a veteran. He has played so long in this country for so many different teams also.
But a value to each one of them.
Absolutely, 100%. 14 seconds. Team Jet conscious of it, and they want that final shot. Screen set, Sayles looking for options, got to put it up. 2 seconds, great defense from Claar, and Busumbru swats it. Absolutely brilliant lockdown from those two.
Yeah, great lockdown defense to finish that quarter right there, but get the ball out of your hands. You got to get a shot off in that situation, and if they're all over you, someone else has to move or find availability.
That does it for us for the first half. CMBC lead it 31-26 over Team Jet. You're watching Hoopsfix Pro-Am Summer League 2025. We'll be back in just a moment. Don't forget, we're powered by Jordan Brand. very warm welcome back to the Hoopsfix Pro-Am Summer League 2025. It's our first men's game of week 3, live from the Brixton Recreation Centre. Darren Paul, joined by Lions head coach Kyler Nelson. Kyler, who's been standing out so far for you?
So far, I thought Claar has come in and done a really good job in a multitude of ways. 10 points in an efficient 4 from 5 field goal attempt. Hit a 3, been able to crash the boards. I think he's done a really good job of being effective for the CMBC team. For Team Jet, I think Velinor has done a good job. I mean, only 1 for 4 from the 3, but been effective and aggressive the entire game.
CMBC, they're in the lead, they're in possession, they're in the red uniforms. Underneath, Nsangu can't finish. Rebound pulled down by Josh Apple. Damarni Velinor, he wears 5. As you've said, he's had a great impact on this game. AJ Roberts. In and out the hands of Ebuka Ekwegh. However that turned out, it's in the hands of CMBC. James Claar sinks another triple.
Here he goes again. He's just been so efficient in what he's done, and a good job again by Luke to find him in that corner in the weak side.
Velinor up and down.
So crafty. I mean, the 2 guys that were hot in the first half have started this half the exact same way.
So, Team Jet talking things over.
Yeah, I think a technical foul was called there on AJ Roberts, I believe. Just talking a little bit too much with the ref.
Batted away. James Clair going back inside, can't finish. And things starting to slip away for Team Jet. And that's being reflected. Them getting a bit frustrated as James Clair can't finish. Jordan Gray pulls down the rebound. Velinor uses the screen. Tried to kick out. Ebuka Ekwegh, I think, got a hand in there. It's going to stay with Team Jet. How important is it to try and regain or retain that composure?
It's so important because of the guys they're playing against. They will take advantage of you if you aren't able to keep composure and do good things with the ball.
As Jordan Gray forced out of bounds. Yeah, keeping your emotions in check. It's a big part of the battle in this game. Olarerin let it fly from outside. And it goes the way of Team Jet. Again, still talking to the officials. I think there's Josh Apple there. It is. Substitutions. Not this time. Dre Brown, Chun Jet back in. Three ball. That's more like it. Josh Apple sinks it from outside. And Team Jet, 31 points on the contest.
Yeah, the same jab in the first half was a little short and was able to create the same separation and knock this one down.
35 plays 31, 4-point difference. Nsangu is denied, illegally so. Fouled by Apple.
Yeah, that's the 11th foul for Team Jet in this game. which has allowed CMBC to have multiple opportunities, get themselves to the free throw line. The other part of that too is CMBC currently have 36 field goal attempts to the 27 the team's Jet. They're able to get more shots off, and that's why they're up by 4 right now.
Make that 6 as the 1 for 2 goes to Nsangu. Again, Team Jet well in this game. That's a great pass. Good ball movement, Velinor. Step back, it's off to his left.
Tough shot for him.
It was a tough shot. I think Busumbru made that especially tough as Olarerin from the corner nets it. Good for 3.
Yeah, not so tough shot. You always want a wide open corner 3, and he was able to knock that one down.
Your CMBC, Olarerin is absolutely the person you want taking that shot also. As Dre Brown tries to go behind his back inside, Busumbru with the flashy pass and the flashy finish. Victor Olarerin, time called by Team Jet. They're down by 11.
Yeah, that was a fancy fast break there. Laughing a little bit. I think he wanted to get a bit higher on that rim to finish, but was still able to get that ball inside for 2.
Again, it's not the Pro-Am until Victor Olarerin has done a madness. What should Jet be talking about right now?
For Team Jet right now, it's how do they create multiple chances? Only 2 second chance points in the game, and they have 9 less field goal attempts compared to CMBC, so they have to be able to create multiple field goal looks for them as this game continues. And to do that, I think it starts defensively. Right now, CMBC are able to push and get fast break looks because of how they're crashing and being inside the paint and help side. I think Team Jet need to be able to get live ball turnovers.
One of the best spells we saw from Team Jet was early at the start of the second, where I think they had the possession for basically the first 90 seconds. Yeah, they only had 2 or maybe 3 points come off of that, but they really controlled things. And again, maybe this is oversimplifying things, but their heads seem to be a little bit in another place, and they need to be just reined in a little bit.
I think so. Just composure, being willing to play together a bit more. And as you said, in that second quarter, they found a bit of a rhythm from crashing the balls, from getting multiple chances from the baseline. Another thing I thought was really great was seeing AJ Roberts in some ball screen action. I thought he was able to control pace a little bit in that half court more and find his teammates. I think the ball needs to move before Team Jet start going one-on-one.
And for CMBC, more of the same?
It's working right now.
Ain't broke, don't fix it. 4 minutes and change left in period number 3. That's a foul. Going to be called on Toto Fagbenle. Fouls on the floor.
Just his first foul of the game.
Kept it clean so far. AJ Roberts finds Adedo. Foul called on Kyron Martin.
Much better by Team Jet, forcing the issue right now and creating multiple chances for them. Need to see a couple of 3 balls go in. I think that will definitely help them in their rhythm. 3 for 11 right now in the game. Make that 3 for 12. My apologies after that 3 was missed.
I don't know if they'd have minded you not mentioning that.
Percentage-wise, you're probably right.
Dre Brown trying to cut the gap.
No room there to split the defenders.
Absolutely not. Back with Juan Manning. Still Juan Manning playing keep away from Damarni. Velinor uses that screen. Defense switches. Still Manning. Elevates. Beautiful finish.
Very nice. And I love that between the leg cross. Really quick crossover and change of pace.
Oh, talk about change of pace. Velinor accelerates to the basket. The finish wasn't there for him that time, as that's out the hands of Juan Manning.
Yeah, sometimes too quick for his own good. I think hard to control yourself going that speed and getting up in the air.
Velinor once more. Three ball. Oh, that's good.
There we go. Hopefully that's the start of there's a few more threes going down for Team Jet.
It's Dre Brown. Nets from outside as Velinor fouls Kyron Martin. Just the first foul from Velinor. So, for somebody so involved on both sides of the ball, he's done well to keep it clean in, again, what has been at times a bit of a chippy contest.
It has.
Oh, so that's a great find inside. Good finish, Delpeche, the assist, Toto Fagbenle.
Nice connection there. This is what Delpeche has done in the Pro League of British basketball for a long time. Now for Manchester in the SLB.
Adedo baits them out, couldn't finish though. And Martin take it the other way, Carey. Still Carey, dumps it off inside, Delpeche too strong, but a whistle.
Team Jet not happy about that call.
Absolutely. So foul called on Abiodun. That I make that his fourth. Yeah, as do the officials. So one more and that'll be his day done.
Again though, I think that play started by Carey, his ability to use his length to get downhill so fast and find the next.
Adedo, he didn't step into lane as much as he fell into the lane. So we go again. Delpeche gets his own rebound, can't finish the second time either. And there's a whistle on the play. And he gives up the foul himself. So Team Jet will have the possession. 20 seconds left in the third. 12 points of difference, CMBC up over Team Jet.
This is who you want the ball in his hands to finish a quarter.
3 seconds. AJ Roberts took it direct. Gonna go to the line as time expires. Can he add one more? Make it a single points game.
I just love the composure from him though. He was able to just, he didn't want a ball screen, pushed his teammates away to create space and was able to find an angle. Didn't settle for a jump shot and got all the way to the rim to finish that quarter.
So the end of the third. It is 46-37 in favour of CMBC. We're taking a quick break. We'll be back in just a moment. Hoopsfix Pro-Am Summer League continues just after this. We got 10 minutes to play. 46 plays, 37. CMBC are in the lead over Team Jet. CMBC comfortably at the head of Pool B. Team Jet a victory should put them into the semi-finals, but all of that to be determined a little bit later today, as AJ Roberts still retains possession. Driving through, kicks to the corner, 3 balls on the way. Dre Brown just a little bit too much on it. And Juan Manning's going to take it away. To the corner, Carey. Great ball movement. Kyron Martin tries to dump it off inside to Delpeche, and it just ran away from him.
Yeah, a little fumble there for Delpeche. I thought Team Jet altogether did a good job of bringing the help defenders in and cramming that space.
That's going to be turned over. Delpeche, bodies everywhere, puts it down.
Able to get through the 2 defenders and still finish.
I'm just impressed that nobody fouled anybody there. Roberts gets it back. 3-ball attempt. No good. Good defense by Carey. And Carey on the leak out, not able to be found by Juan Manning. Martin, deep 3. Back ironed it. As Juan Manning strips Velinor. Gets to the break, puts up the 3, banks it. Stays out on him.
Yeah, the banks aren't open on a Sunday, unfortunately.
Even in Brixton, apparently. Dre Brown. Good baseline work.
Really good job of changing his body angle and using the rim to protect him on that reverse.
Chipping away at that lead, 46 plays 37. Looks to go. Oh! Roberts is there. Delpeche able to keep it alive. Finds Carey. Skips it to Martin. Martin, the lane opens up for him. The pass inside to Delpeche. Had a bit too much on it. And Team Jet going to come away with the ball. And Adedo lives a charmed life on 4 fouls.
Yeah, Delpeche won't be happy with that possession. A couple bunnies he knows he can make and not been able to come up with that pass.
Gray with the handoff to Brown. Brown looking to turn the corner, but the double team comes. Juan Manning opened up for a second, and Delpeche takes it away. Right back the other way. Velinor, good for 2.
Nice job by Velinor finding a way to get back in the score sheet. That's 15 for him.
7-point ball game. 10-point ball game. Toto Fagbenle.
Yeah, first 3 of the game for him that looked really smooth.
Velinor gets to the foul stripe. Nobody really contested him, and for a guy like Velinor, it's too easy.
Yeah, just gets to the spots he wants and able to elevate.
Good D from Velinor there on Carey, making the 3 very difficult. That's a heat check from Velinor, but he goes inside, wins the ball back, tried to feed it to Mendes, and Fagbenle!
Yeah, threw that down with some assertiveness.
Ooh, I like that.
You like that one?
Oh, I like that.
Thank
Assertive. Step back, thought about the 3, gets Kyron Martin jumping. Dumps it off inside, rejected illegally so by Delpeche.
That's a positive for Team Jet to hopefully get easy 2 points onto the board, make it a single-digit game.
The 1 for 2 opportunity. 5:40 left in the contest. Remember, last 2 minutes we play FIBA regulation basketball. And it goes down. Joshua Mendes with the make. Juan Manning uses that screen from Nsangu. Great ball movement. Nsangu through contact. Got the shot away as that's carried out of bounds.
We
by
got a
Jayden
technical.
McPherson.
Another technical foul there, I think.
So we've got subs checking in. So who's headed to the line? Yes, it's going to be one free throw. Taken by Damarni Velinor. Did you see who the tech got assessed to? 7.
8.
Oh, sorry, 8. And that's Ebuka.
Yeah, I think just chatting a little too much as he was running back, maybe.
I mean, it's been coming as that 3 ball just over from Olarerin. Ebuka skips it. 3 ball. Just short that time from Olarerin. But Nsangu kicks it to the top. Ebuka deep 3. AJ Roberts, no, still no to gather it. 4th bite of the cherry. And this is exactly what CMBC need, killing a lot of clock. Manning, step back, still Manning. Challenges and nets it.
Yeah, great speed there once he chose to go and create separation. But that's 17 offensive rebounds for CMBC in this game. 17, my apologies.
17.
17 offensive rebounds. Same amount of defensive rebounds that they possess.
Would have been something very special. James Claar, though, just cleaning up. That's another offensive rebound.
Yep, makes that 18 for the team.
I mean, you just look at the length. I mean, Nsangu was everywhere in that last set of possessions. As that's a really good, tough finish from Sayles.
Yeah, lovely job stepping through, using that pivot to step through the 2 defenders and find an opening on the right side.
Ebuka trying to be direct, gets through, puts it home, foul call. Going to go to the line to add 1 more.
Yeah, just some great ball control there. Got bumped, continuation of the steps, and was able to get it up with his left hand. Banked it in.
Tega Agbede assessed the foul. And timeout has been taken by Team Jet. 11 points the difference. And Victor Olarerin, I wouldn't call him a shy human being, but he's not one to yap too much on the floor. Was chatting away with the Jet bench as he made his way to his own bench.
Like we say, there's a lot of pride in these games. A lot of pride. As a basketball player, you see certain things that maybe referees don't see, and you feel the game in a different way, and some players just can't help but express those feelings.
And I don't know about this game, but throughout the tournament, players are mic'd up, some of them. So make sure that you follow Hoopsfix across the social media platforms, as they will be reposting any mic'd up content. We heard some. We had friend of basketball, I think we'll call him, Ishmael Fontaine last week. He was mic'd up, chatting away with opposing team bench.
Look, the Pro-Am is definitely about competing and playing hard, but it's also about entertaining, right? This summer is all about entertaining basketball, so it's great that we get a little snippet of what some of these players are saying to each other.
1 for 2 doesn't go, but another offensive rebound, and Nsangu with authority.
Yeah, CMBC just dominating the boards today.
As Velinor just off the mark from the 2. Olarerin has Busumbru cut into the corner. Ekwegh tries to feed James Claar inside.
Right idea. It is a nice play, but James Claar is pretty large. It's hard for him to get that down low and that speed over that bounce pass, but I like CMBC still trying to find each other. in and around the paint.
AJ Roberts, we are into FIBA time, under 2 minutes. Ebuka Ekwegh tapped that away.
Yeah, good timing on that poke from behind.
AJ Roberts doesn't agree. As Busumbru kicks it to Ekwegh in the corner. Back to the top. The two-sport athlete. James Claar, no good from 3. Kicked up before to Velinor's got teammate with him. And he's denied by Claar. And Nsangu kicks it forward. And Victor Olarerin.
Yeah, refs are letting these guys play a little bit up and down. That's the difference right there. CMBC are finishing their transition looks, whereas Team Jet aren't at the same rate.
I mean, CMBC, they were hustling back on defense, and again, like a couple of size mismatches on the floor. There's Toto Fagbenle and Damarni Velinor having a chin wag and demonstrating that very clearly.
If you look at the stats, percentage-wise, both teams are pretty similar, 42, 43% from the field. Both teams struggling from the 3 at around 22, 23%.
Velinor.
The biggest difference is field goal opportunities. CMBC have 15 more than Team Jet, as Josh Apple hits the 3 right there.
Sometimes that's the difference between sides. It's Olarerin trying to get a bit fancy with Toto Fagbenle, goes through his arms. Referee wants to inbound it properly.
Team Jet are trying to play the Spanish way. New rules out in Spain
yes.
where you don't have to wait for the referee, you can get out and play, trying to push the tempo.
As that goes from outside.
Back to
back. To back. Josh Apple sinks it. 9 points of difference, as that's a massive check. Well, essentially a body check from Nsangu, nothing called. As that's going to trickle out of play. Team Jet.
Brown would have wanted that layup instead of having to take it out of bounds, but Team Jet will take this opportunity, see if they can cut the lead even more.
Roberts rolls around on him from outside. And a whistle. AJ Roberts with the foul.
Yeah, Team Jet need to stay up and try and get this ball back. Only 30 seconds, down 9.
Luke Busumbru gets that pass over the timeline to Ebuka Ekwegh. Ekwegh being hassled towards halfway. Busumbru inside, swatted away by Apple. Velinor kicks it ahead to Brown. Brown contested well by Olarerin. Puts it up from half court. Just off the mark. Abiodun tries to half court it. That doesn't go. And at the end of this one, CMBC take the victory 63-54. They go perfect in the pool stage, 3-0. We'll see who they will face next week at the end of today's contests. Kyron Nelson, I see you are in amongst the numbers already. Who are your players of the game?
I think for CMBC, again, a tough team to try and beat in this competition. James Claar, for me, was their MVP. 15 points, 75% from the field, 2 for 3 from the 3, added a couple rebounds, only 1 turnover as well. I thought he was solid throughout that game for CMBC, and got to take a shout out Team Jet. I must say probably Velinor with 18 points.
Oh yeah.
18 points, 3 assists. Was really aggressive for Team Jet, just wasn't enough today.
I just got to say as well, Nsangu played 18 minutes, had 9 rebounds in the contest. He was unbelievable.
Absolutely.
When he was on the floor. How many of them were offensive? Is that 7 offensive rebounds?
That is 7.
Oh my!
That is 7. A big part of getting 20 O boards in a game, and he has 7 of them. So that just shows his impact right there.
So that is our 3rd game of the day in the books. CMBC take it 63-54 over Team Jet. We'll be back at 2:15 for Basketball Nation taking on SBB. You've been watching the Hoopsfix Pro-Am Summer League 2025 powered by Jordan Brand. CMBC, stay perfect.